2 shootings in 2 days, followed by a chase and standoff later that week.
We're looking more closely at a tangled sequence of events surrounding a 19-year-old arrested this weekend. That's Joe Isaac Yanez.
That's right. As a matter of fact, Garrett Berger has been working on a timeline of events starting with the murder of Khadijah Derry outside of a Bexar County Sheriff's deputy's house in Converse last week.
We reached out to Converse Police Investigations Lieutenant Jeff Shook. He confirmed that they're getting help from the Department of Public Safety, but he said his department would not be commenting on Derry's murder case, nor could he confirm or deny whether Yanez is a suspect in her murder. However, police and court documents show that the 19-year-old is tied to a sprawling web of crime.
It started on December 6th with the murder of 22-year-old Khadijah Derry in Converse. Earlier in the day, one of her relatives had been threatened with a reference to a switch, a device that can turn a semi-auto pistol into a fully auto one. That night, as Derry sat in a car outside her home in Converse, a car stopped down the street. 2 people got out and shot 18 to 20 times at her car. 9mm and .556 casings were found at the scene. The next day, one of Derry's relatives in law enforcement provided an Instagram video of what sounded like a shooting off camera, and someone stating something similar to "hold my switch." He also told investigators that 19-year-old Joe Yanez and a teen who does not appear to have been arrested yet could be involved. Investigators later decided the person in the Instagram video appeared to be Yanez. Linked to that Instagram account was a Cash App account. Its profile picture, cash, and a rifle that would use .556 rounds, one of the ammo types found at the murder scene. An IP address and phone number helped lead them to a Southside apartment complex where they'd later find out Yanez lived. But while Converse and DPS were investigating Derry's murder, San Antonio police say Yanez was one of at least 6 suspects involved in another shooting at a gas station on North New Braunfels. Less than a day after Derry's murder, police say a group of people unloaded about 28 rounds and a 19-year-old sitting in the car with his 6-month-old daughter. The infant wasn't hit, but her father was struck in the arm. Police say he was able to ID Yanez. The next day, December 8th, investigators from the Converse case set up surveillance at his apartment complex and spotted a Ford Fusion that could be the one from Derry's murder and linked back to the other teen person of interest. That night, investigators and a SWAT team searched the apartment. The only person there at the time was a 16-year-old with a murder warrant, which San Antonio police confirmed a case at was for the shooting of a 61-year-old man in August. In Yanez's room, they found 2 stolen guns, a .22 caliber revolver and a 9mm handgun with a switch that could make it full auto. By late December 9th, Yanez had 4 active warrants out for him tied to the shooting and the stolen guns. On December 10th, this past Sunday, DPS tried to perform a traffic stop near Roland and Rigsby, but the driver took off. After they crashed, 2 people were detained at the scene and 2 more holed themselves up at a home on B Street, leading to a standoff. 3 teens ended up being arrested, including Yanez. One of the others, 19-year-old Curtis Wilson, was also charged in the gas station shooting, with San Antonio police noting that the Ford Expedition from the chase matched the one seen in footage from the shooting.
Yanez faces charges for aggravated assault, deadly conduct, possession of stolen firearms, and evading arrest. He's currently still locked up in the Bexar County Jail, held on bonds totaling more than $200,000. In the newsroom, I'm Garrett Berger, KSAT 12 News.